Sige po. Magis morning, Athenians! Para kanino kayo pumabangon? My name is Castañeda and bumangon ako para maging host nyo for this special alternative class program offering. It's great to see all of you, albeit virtually. Kumusta na? Nakapagkape na ba kayo? Please open your cameras to show your cups of coffee. Welcome to this workshop. Kape tayo. Coffee Painting Workshop. First, I'd like to inform everyone of our house rules. To prevent disturbing the speaker and your fellow participants, we ask you to mute your microphones. However, if chances permit you, please open your cameras. Second, if you have any questions or concerns about the topic or the speaker, please use the Zoom chat to communicate with them. We are also live in the official Adnoosa YouTube page. We urge our YouTube viewer to engage in the discussion by leaving a comment. Later in the open forum, we will read your comments and questions. Please complete the evaluation form in order to ensure that you receive your e-certificates for attending this event. At the conclusion of the workshop, you will receive the link for the form. So, at this time, I'd like to encourage everyone to come into God's presence.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Let us be present to the Lord our God, who is in our midst, God of all knowledge and wisdom, who inflames our minds with a passion to learn and to understand. God of all creation, who enlivens our imaginations with the desires to build and to create. God of all hope, who transforms our hearts with a yearning for the world of your wildest dreams. We thank you for gathering us together here to praise you by our own words and works. We praise you for the knowers and the seekers.
We seem to experience some
Alternative
technical
classes
problems.
program in our university.
Okay, it's okay.
We offer everything to you throughout this program. We beg you, Lord, to bless and protect from all harm all the participants, facilitators, and the organizers of this alternative classes program. We pray that you bless all the persons in charge of this program, that they may fulfill their tasks diligently and responsibly. This pandemic has forced us to create and to expand new ways of learning about ourselves, our country, and our common home. We know that without your grace, we can do nothing. May we be living witnesses of your genuine love through the implementations of the knowledge and skills acquired through this alternative classes program. Help us to live lives of abundant faith, steadfast hope, and undying love during this time of the pandemic. Following the example of Our Lady of Peña Francia, our Mother, and Saint Francis Xavier, our patron. Send us your Spirit, O Lord. We ask this in the name of Jesus Christ, your Son. Amen.
Maraming salamat, Father Celerino Reyes for the prayer and Mr. Jack Ivan Odal for the voiceover. Now, I am pleased to welcome Ms. Janet B. Badong Badilla, Executive Director for Mission and Identity, to provide the opening remarks to kick off this event. Please join me in giving them a virtual round of applause.
Welcome, dear students, to this year's alternative class program, or what you know as ECP. You are aware that we are well into our celebration of the Ignatian year. We are commemorating the 500th year of the conversion of Saint Ignatius of Loyola, which started with his cannonball experience. Our ACP theme this year highlights certain elements of Saint Ignatius's cannonball experience. These are dreams, courage, discernment, and action. As I welcome you to your ACP session today, allow me to share some brief points on two of these core elements, which are essential, I believe, in your formation as Athenians. Let me begin with dreams. As St. Ignatius dreamt, so too must we. The pandemic crisis is far from over. The suffering continues. The situation is even worsening in some parts of the country and the globe. But we are not defeated. We are still here, and we continue to be deeply blessed with people like our family, with our education here in Ateneo de Naga, and with many other things. I believe that it is during times of great suffering, challenges, that we are most disposed to dream for a better tomorrow, for what is good. It is in times of tribulation that we yearn for better things, even greater things. And then we are able to stretch our imagination and our human capacities. In the Ignatian language, we call this holy desires, godly desires. When we cling to our dreams or holy aspirations, we become more inspired, creative, determined, and faithful. And so we must never allow this crisis to defeat us, or any difficulty for that matter. We must continue to dream, to fight for our dream of a better tomorrow, of a better future. The second element of the ACP theme that I would like to highlight is discernment. Another Ignatian orientation and process. As we hold on to our dream for ourselves, for our family, and for our country, especially at this time, we must continue discerning. Discerning particularly if our dreams are of God or not of God. Are our dreams aligned to the will of God? Are they connected to our set of principles and values? Are they expressive of our God-given talents and gifts? Here in Ateneo de Naga, I believe, we are given the opportunity to understand and clarify our dreams and build our dreams. And the ACP is one such opportunity. We are given varied topics and speakers to help us. The ACP, I believe, contributes to our holistic formation. And when we open ourselves to this formation, to this kind of formation, you also affirm the possibility of your achieving your dream, the possibility of glorifying God in ourselves, or God celebrating us, our persons, in our dream. And so I hope that you will maximize this opportunity that we are providing you through this year's ACP. We have invited many speakers. You have the options of several topics. I hope that you will enjoy your session and the topic that you have chosen will be fruitful for you and for your friends. So, guys, welcome and enjoy your ACP session.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Janet, for that inspiring message. Before the most awaited introduction of our guest, let us watch this video about the background of the alternative class program.
Hello there, Athenians. Here is what you need to know about the Alternative Class Program, or ACP. The ACP is conducted every semester to provide college students with formative opportunities outside of their regular classroom routine and daily schedule in support of the university's uniquely Jesuit educational goals. Instead of attending their class for a particular period, students choose at least one ACP topic from among the offered webinars and e-workshops. Carefully selected resource speakers from different fields of specialization are invited to share their knowledge, skills, and inspire students to nurture their personal development and partake in social advocacies or causes. We thank you for your participation in the first ever virtual ACP last semester, which recorded an all-time high attendance turnout and received an overwhelmingly affirmative evaluation from students. Because of the ACP's affirming results and positive impact, we are continuing with a bigger and better ACP. However, the program shall still be carried out via digital platforms to ensure everyone's safety. The theme for semester's ACP is Cannonballs, Firing Up Dreams, Courage, Action. This theme is inspired by the conversion of Saint Ignatius of Loyola, founder of Society of Jesus. Just as Saint Ignatius was hit by a cannonball, which altered his life and drew him to a greater calling, this ACP hopes to fight up university's call for students to have dreams, discern, and how these dreams contribute to one's personal improvement and the common good, muster courage, and find ways to accomplish these dreams. To do this, ACP offerings are carefully chosen to be relevant to the current times, formative, and mission-driven. The webinars and e-workshops hope to start a conversation on one's life in the pandemic and the varied factors that affect it and facilitate personal and even community reflection and discernment. Who knows? These virtual activities could fire up meaningful cannonball moments in you, their students. At the end of the webinars and e-workshops, the ACP hopes for the following objectives. First, acquire knowledge and or skills that are relevant to one's interest, talent, skill, passion, or advocacy. Second, relate to share the learning and insight gained from the topic or activity in one conversation or dialogue and personal reflection. Third, examine the importance of one's interest, talent, skill, passion, or advocacy to the development of the society. And fourth, seek ways or opportunities by which the gained knowledge and skills can be further advanced and used for the benefit of the immediate organization community or larger society. For now, we would like you to listen to the speakers sharing and take part in the conversation. Dream, have courage, take action, and don't forget to learn and have fun while we experience ACP Athenians.
Thank you, Steph, for explaining to us what ACP is all about and why we are sustaining the program after this time of the pandemic. We have a jam-packed Zoom room. On behalf of the ACP organizers, I would like to thank everyone for being in this workshop and acknowledge especially the students and facilitators of the College Ignatian Formation Program and the National Service Training Program. Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, I'll present our special guest speaker. Our speaker used to be a dedicated student at the Ateneo de Naga University, where he graduated cum laude in BS Entrepreneurship. He was the creator of Karaw Craft Ventures, a Bicol-based business that helped women inmates in Naga City earn a living. This new, ethical and environmental business has already won number of startup contests, including the BPI Sinag Pitch. He previously had been highlighted as a craftsman in publications such as the Manila Bulletin, Rappler, Adobo Magazine, ANC's Market Edge, and the Business World. He enjoys volunteering at numerous outreach programs and has also attended, judged, and spoke at a variety of entrepreneurship-related seminars, trainings, and workshops. Craft business should follow their hearts, according to him. Art, he feels, is a wonderful business because it is timeless. Everyone, with pride and gratitude, we welcome to the Ateneo de Naga, resource speaker, Mr. Paul Andrusi Orpiada. Sir Paul?
Hi, good morning, everyone. Okay. Yeah, wait. Yung passion namin about crafts and kung ano pa yung pwede nating matutunan for this morning. So, yeah, I'll be introducing you the Karaw Craft Ventures, also what I'm doing as 100 plus participants. So I hope makasabay lahat, and I hope you are ready with your materials for our demo later. Okay, so I'll be presenting. I'll be sharing my screen. Okay. Yes. So yung tanong nga kanina, para kanino kayo bumabangon? And hopefully nakapag-inom ng kape para mas energized this morning, or kung ano man na iniinom ninyo ngayon, matulungan kayo na mag-participate actively sa workshop natin. And yeah, just take time to enjoy itong activity natin. At least hindi siya masyadong academic related masyado, di ba? So at least you'll also be able to explore din yung artistic side ninyo. Ayan. So before yung demo natin, I'll be introducing first yung Karaw Craft Ventures. So thank you for the introduction. Karaw Craft Ventures, it's a design hub, and we actually we engage different sectors. But we started with inmates, as mentioned earlier, and then we expanded our communities to rural women, and also youth, mga PWDs, and all sectors na interested na mag-explore ng kanilang artist side, and also matulungan yung mga artisans natin na ma-promote din yung mga local crafts and also yung talents. And more than that is yung pag-promote ng livelihood sa mga vulnerable communities. So we create different products through our group of artists and artisans. We are able to link the products to the market, na kung saan most of our market talagang they are engaged sa konsepto ng ethical business and also social entrepreneurship, and they believe in the cost of the products. But of course, more than that, and of course, syempre bibilhin yung products kasi they believe dun sa quality ng produkto and sa design mismo. So we've introduced a lot of designs such as promotion of different mythical creatures and also customization ng iba-ibang ideas ng mga clients namin. And of course, we do workshops. We've been invited several times din, as mentioned nga, sa ECP and sa ibang schools din to do different kinds of art workshops. So, isa lang yung coffee painting sa ginagawa namin. We do plush toy making, we do dream catcher macrame making, stencil printing, and yun, anything na pwedeng explore, na pwedeng maging passion ninyo, di ba? When it comes to to doing art. Ayun. Now, let me give you a short pagpapakilala about myself. So again, I'm the general manager of Karaw Craft Ventures, and the project actually started as a school project in Ateneo. Way back 2011 yung nung nag-graduate ako, and then I started the venture as a social enterprise, kung saan yun nga we combined yung konsepto ng arts and crafts and adventures, diba? So kaya siya naging craft ventures. So we are exploring different forms of arts as a form of an adventure, diba? More of exploring self and yun nga, getting back to the core of what you like to do, diba? Discovering your passion. So yun yung pinaka purpose namin. We want to help people na ma-discover yung kanilang gusto rin. Most especially those who are interested in the arts. So I like to paint. I do a lot of mga travel activities. Yeah. So I enjoy a lot of outdoor activities. Okay, so now we come to the introduction about coffee painting. Ayun. So I assume not everyone is familiar with coffee painting, or kung meron man nagkakailan. I hope you'll be open to hearing new ideas from this session. So ito some photos from our previous workshops. The left yung picture na sa kabila, ito yung ginagawa namin sa hub namin dito lang sa may triangulo, yung design hub namin before. And then the other picture naman sa right side, one of the workshop activities that we did sa Ateneo. These are senior high school students. So mga coffee painting din yung topic. So coffee painting, it's created simply by adding coffee to water and varying the strength to get different tones. So it's very monochromatic, di ba? Kasi isa lang yung kulay ng kape. And nagkakaiba-iba lang siya sa kung ano yung tones and depth ng pag-apply ng mixture ng coffee. There are also techniques kung saan yung coffee ay binuboil to get the darkest colors possible. So from that point, all you need is a bit of talent and some watercolor paper to create your own aromatic works of art. So yung kagandahan with coffee painting is that as you paint, you're able to smell the aroma ng kape, 'di ba? So hopefully nabubuhayan habang nagdo-drawing or nagpipinta. Ayun. And comparing coffee painting with watercolor painting, they both medium are pretty much alike. Since you only use water, 'di ba, para i-combine yung mismong medium dun sa tubig. The only difference is that coffee painting is monochromatic. Ibig sabihin, you work with only one hue or color in different tones or shades. So nagkakaiba-iba lang. So yung watercolor, as you can see sa right side, iba-iba yung kulay. You can play with different colors. But with coffee painting, yung sa left side, isang kulay lang. It produces a sepia tone. Diba? Kung familiar kayo sa mga iba-ibang filters sa phone or sa camera, ayun, yan yung tinatawag na sepia tone. So usually it's being related with old photos. Ayan. So kung may mga naabutan pa kayong mga old photos, ganito yung usual na itsura. Okay. Another thing na kailangan nating malaman about coffee painting is that there is a natural characteristic in coffee painting because you are using a pigment coming from an organic source. So ibig sabihin, it's natural, di ba? Unless ay instant coffee yung gagamitin niyo. But for the most part, you can use natural you can use yung ground coffee, di ba, para gamitin sa pagpipinta. And there are also other natural and organic materials na pwede nyo gamitin sa pagpipinta. So you can use from flowers, leaves, tree barks, and even may mga kakilala din ako mga artists na gumagamit ng lupa or soil sa pagpipinta. So if I would compare yung coffee with other pigments, pwede siyang connected with soil painting. But on coffee painting, you are using the pigment coming from the coffee beans. Ayan, unless siya instant yung ginagamit. Okay, so at this point, may mga katanungan ba? We'll be having 3 exercises for this workshop. Ayun. So maybe we could entertain if anyone has question. Ano yung guidelines po natin, sir, sa pag-entertain ng question?
If you want to ask questions, everyone, you may raise your hand, and then when we entertain you, you can speak, or you can send your questions to the Zoom chat or the YouTube comment section. Then I will read them for you. Anyone? Do you have any questions?
Okay, wala pa naman ata, no?
Yes, wala pa, sir. Naiintindihan pa nilang maayos.
Okay,
malinaw
good.
na malinaw, sir.
Okay, sige. So yan, as I mentioned, we'll be having 3 exercises. So for the first exercise, wait lang. Ayun, before tayo pumunta sa exercise 1, medyo nauna lang itong slide na to. I'll be introducing muna yung materials na gagamitin, and I hope ready din kayo sa mga gagamitin yung materials. Okay? Ayun. I have my other camera ready just in case lang. So I'll be showing din yung dito sa isang camera yung mga materials yung mga actual materials na meron ako. But yeah, for the list, meron tayong of course yung paintbrush. Yun, very important. You can use flat brush or yung rounded, yung round. Ayun. Ano yung difference ng flat sa round? Yung round, it can contain yung coffee mixture. So as you paint, may mga mixture na pwedeng natitira sa loob ng brush. It holds the mixture dito sa loob mismo. Yung flat naman, usually use this when you draw when you paint dun sa mga edges or lines. Ayun. So dalawa lang yung klase ng brush na gagamitin natin. But depending on your techniques or on how you render the paint, the coffee paint, you can use whatever types of brush. Another is be ready with your containers, plastic cup containers or any container for that matter. Ayun, ano yung purpose ito? Of course, lalagyan ng mixture, lalagyan ng tubig. Next would be yung coffee mismo. Ayun, very important, syempre. Okay. And water. Okay. Ayun, so be ready with your water. What else? Lapis. Ayun. Tissue. Ayun. Para lang hindi messy as you work in your sa table ninyo. Tissue or any pamunas. Okay, kasi baka later on baka maging messy yung area. Okay? What else? We have watercolor paper. Ayun. Ano yung kagandahan ng watercolor paper? Well, actually, you can use different types of paper naman when you paint using coffee. But yung advantage ng watercolor paper is that it allows more saturation, which creates depth and richness. So if you've tried using watercolor paper, hinuhold niya yung paint. Okay? And as you put more paint, nakukontain niya yung colors. So mas nagiging siya rich and depth. And then the more layers, the darker and the deeper the images become. I also prepared I also have here masking tape just in case lang na you want your drawing na magkaroon ng straight na margin. But later I'll be giving you a technique kung paano gumawa ng margin na using na may straight line without using masking tape or ruler. Okay. So, yun. And I think wala na akong na-miss out. Ayun. Sige. So, we proceed sa ito another thing na kailangan nating malaman as we prepare the materials. We have different containers. Saan siya gagamitin? First is of course for the water. Para panglinis ng paintbrush ninyo. The other container you can use para sa light mixture or light coffee solution, and then the other container could be used for dark solution ng coffee or dark mixture ng coffee. Okay. So we'll go onto this later. So for now, we'll do exercise 1 muna. This is what we call OLS method, kung saan mapapractice yung kamay natin, di ba, as we draw, as we paint. Kasi I would assume na not everyone is parang confident mag-drawing or baka hindi masyadong sanay sa paggamit ng lapis or paintbrush. So ito para lang ma-exercise yung mga kamay natin. Okay? Nakakasabay ba lahat? Sir, can you spotlight yung other camera?
Sa technical team po, gawa po yung sinasabi ni sir. Everyone, you may open your cameras so that we can see your progress too. If you don't mind, sir, here's a comment from Marco. I would be honest, I do like art that is made in just one shade, but sadly, I didn't prepare any material. So my question is, can I just sit back and watch and listen to the presentation? To answer that,
yes. Well, okay naman, di ba?
yes, Marco, sir said that it is okay. And you can watch while sir is doing his art.
Okay. Naka-highlight ba yung isang camera? Naka-open. Ayan. Ayan, sige. I'll just prepare yung isang camera. So for this exercise, please prepare lang yung lapis and paper ninyo. Pwede siyang pwedeng scratch paper yung gamitin for this exercise. Na-ready nyo ba yung lapis and papel?
Everyone, please be reminded that you may respond to Sir via chat box or by opening your microphones. This is to make the activity or the workshop more interactive to everyone.
Yeah, I encourage also
Yes, sir. They
everyone
are
na
responding.
mag-respond
Yes
para
po.
para interactive yung session natin. Okay? Sige. Thank you. Ayun. So again, with the first exercise, very simple lang siya. If you know how to write, then very easy siya. And I assume lahat naman, di ba? So again, yung purpose nga is for your hands na ma-practice and maging confident kayo sa paghawak ng lapis and brush. So paulit-ulit na pattern ng letters O, L, and S. Okay? Ayun. So, yung gagawa lang kayo ng pattern ng O. Yung O kasi, bilog. Diba? So, para ma-practice yung hand niyo na gumawa ng bilog. Or bilog mismo. Hindi naman kailangan perfect circle, but para lang ma-practice yung pag-rotate ng fingers niyo, di ba? Using a pencil. Okay? Ayun, yung next naman is letter L. Ano naman yung purpose nito? Kasi yung L, it has two straight lines. So with this, mapapractice niyo yung paggamit niyo ng lapis, gumagawa kayo ng straight lines. Ayun. Very basic lang to. Kasi we know how to write naman, di ba? So very easy siya. Ayun, paulit-ulit lang para lang ma-practice yung hands natin. Okay? The last one is letter S. So ito naman yung purpose nito is for us to be confident din sa paggawa ng curve lines. Ayan. So paulit-ulit lang din. And just continue the exercise hanggang mapuno yung yung papel. Okay ba? Yes. Sige. So, continue lang hanggang mapuno yung papel ninyo. And that's it. Just para lang ma-exercise ngayong yung hands natin.
I'll be reading a comment again from Marco. Thank you. Watching someone making an artwork always inspires me. But of course, as for other students who are watching and have their materials already, please do the exercises given so I can silently admire talents. Now, everyone, yes, do your best so we can admire talents. After doing those exercises, you may show us your finished product. You can also send comments in the chat box and I will be reading them for you so that we won't look like a prayer meeting here.
Sige, for the next 2 minutes I will proceed with the next presentation. Sige, continue lang. Okay. So I think that's it. Very simple, very basic. Line drawings lang para lang ma-practice yung mga kamay natin. Okay, done. So with that, we proceed with the next slide. Sige, I'll be sharing my screen again and please pa-highlight na lang po. Okay, next. Okay, so this one, which we will be applying later, I'll be giving you tips about how we apply yung coffee painting sa yung coffee sa mismong sa mismong papel or paggawa ng coffee paint. So unang-una, you choose your subject. Kaya nga pina-exercise tayo para mag-drawing or mag-outline. So ito na 'yon, yung application ng OLS, OLS exercise. So you draw, you outline the subject of your painting. So get inspiration from whatever that inspires you today. So yun, I leave the choosing of subject to you. Yeah. So yun lang naman, very lang siya, magdo-drawing lang kayo. And then how you apply the coffee mixture, you start with a lighter hue of coffee in your painting, in painting your subject. So once you have the outline, 'di ba? And you will be coloring na yung subject ninyo, you start first with applying the lighter shade nung coffee. And then the third step to that is apply darker tones or shades to give of coffee to give your painting depth and details. Okay, malinaw ba? So from outline, and then you apply a lighter hue of coffee, and then darker tones or shades yung i-apply ninyo. More tips about application of coffee painting. For some, they also start with darker shade of coffee, and then to make it lighter, ini-spread over lang the painting until the shade becomes lighter. So pwedeng ganun din yung maging technique ninyo. You start with the darker shade, and then spread out nyo lang until you get the desired shade nung coffee na lighter. Second tip, if you are painting without stretching your paper, it is advisable that you don't dab too much water or coffee so that the paper won't sag or become too soggy. Especially kung hindi watercolor paper yung gagamitin ninyo, avoid putting too much solution, coffee solution dun sa papel. Otherwise, mabubutas yan. Okay? So medyo tansyahan lang yung pag-apply ng coffee sa mismong papel. So dip your paintbrush lightly on the coffee and spread it out evenly on your paper. Next tip, you can use black pen or marker on your painting to give it more detail. So okay lang naman, although sinasabi natin na coffee painting nga siya, but if you want to have more details sa coffee painting ninyo, you can use black pen. Okay? Black pen or ink para mas maging rich yung pagpipinta or pagrender niyo sa drawing ninyo. And if the ink of your pen takes a longer time to dry, paint with your coffee first before creating details with your pen. So ang sinasabi dito, you render muna yung color, yung coffee mixture dun sa drawing ninyo, and then yung ink ng pen or pencil, yun yung gagamitin niyo para mag-provide ng more details sa drawing ninyo. And lastly, when storing your painting, make sure that there are no other papers or things on top of it, since coffee painting tends to become sticky. Ngayon, pag natapos niyo yung coffee paint ninyo, ang usual tendency kasi ng coffee painting, talagang sticky siya at first if hindi pa siya totally dry. So avoid putting another paper on top of it. Otherwise, sira yung painting ninyo. Okay, so you let it dry first, and maganda siyang ipa-frame or di ba? Para maging memorable yung experience. So ayun, so that's it. Yun yung mga kailangan nating tandaan as we do coffee paint. Okay, so next one, yung exercise 2 natin, we will prepare na yung mga materials, or we'll get the materials that we have para gumawa tayo ng coffee mixture. Okay? So I'll stop sharing and then we'll proceed with with exercise 2. So pa-highlight na lang po yung Okay, so set aside yung unang exercise. Be ready with your pamunas and the tissue paper. And so you have the tissue paper na nakabantay lang. Ayun, better view ata to. Okay. So you get the container with coffee. Tanggalin natin sa papel kasi mag-mix kayo. Ayun. So again, we have here two containers with coffee. So the first one para sa lighter shade ng coffee. So, lang naman, maglalagay kayo ng tubig. Ito.
Miss Kristina, I love to watch other artists like me teaching painting. Maybe I could learn new insights or techniques from them. Do you have a response, sir?
Yes, definitely. Kaya nga, yung sabi kanina, some of you might have already experienced doing this. Kaya I hope na we just be open with hearing new ideas. Kasi iba-iba naman yung experience ng bawat artist.
Oh, in that case, you may also type here your ideas and new insights about the coffee painting, and I will be reading them for you. Please do not forget that you may also open your microphones if you want to tell sir personally.
Nawala ba yung video? Hindi naman.
Right now, sir, I don't know if it's my internet, but all I can see is your profile picture. How about others?
Naka-off yung isa kong camera. Ayan, ito na. Bumalik
okay.
siya. Okay.
Ayan po, sir.
Yeah, so ito, mixture na light. So again, paano gumawa ng light mixture? Lang naman, konting coffee and then medyo marami-raming tubig. Okay. And then this one for the darker shade. So ito, mas marami yung coffee and then lalagyan mo ng tubig na konti lang din. Or kung nasobrahan siya, dagdagan mo na lang ng coffee. Basta yung goal is maging dark. How can we say na dark siya? Kapag medyo malapot yung yung mixture. Nasundan po ba?
Hey everyone, can you follow?
Water.
Yes daw, sir. Maraming yes po, yes po, yes po, echoes.
Sige. So okay na? Ayan, so yung dark and then yung light. So now that we have both mixture, you get your watercolor paper or any paper. So yung exercise 2 natin will apply the concept of light. Okay? So paano ba siya ginagawa? So you think of an object na gusto niyo i-drawing or renderan ng mixture. So para mas standardize tuloy natin, i-just follow na lang muna yung demo ko. So think of a ball, 'di ba? Na steel. Yeah, so you draw a circle. Kita ba?
Sir, here may question po dito from Christina. To dilute all the coffee pigments, do you use warm water or just tap water?
Ayun, so you can use tap water. Pero yung ano yung difference? If you use warm water or hot water, mas magiging siya, yung naging effect niya is medyo nagiging mas dark siya. And kung kung tap water, medyo nagkakaroon ng mga bubbles. I just use tap water. Wala naman siya masyadong difference except that if warm water yung gagamitin, mas madaling matunaw yung coffee dun sa tubig. Ayan. Pero same application lang naman siya. Kaya wala naman masyadong difference. And depende rin sa kung anong preference niyo, kung anong available. Ayan. Again, kapag tap water or hindi masyado kung medyo malamig-lamig na tubig, hindi masyadong magmi-mix yung coffee. Okay? Kung hot water or warm water, mas madaling matunaw yung coffee. Yun lang naman yung difference niya. Okay? So yeah, going back dun sa exercise, you draw a ball or you draw a circle and you identify kung saan ang gagaling yung ilaw. Halimbawa you have an object, diba? You have an object and then you identify kung saan galing yung ilaw yung ilaw na tumatama dun sa object na iyon. Okay? So halimbawa dito sa wala ulit. Okay. So dito sa drawing, I draw a circle assuming na parang bola, di ba? So yung light would be coming from the right side. So ito, galing dito. Tatamaan yung bola ng ilaw galing sa right side. Okay? So saan pupunta yung shadow ng bola? To the left or to the right? Ito yung light. Ito yung ball. Saan tatama yung shadow?
Many answered left po.
They answered. Ayun. Yeah, so dito siya magpo-fall yung shadow, 'di ba? Ayan. Okay. So yung shadow, mas siya, anong maging epekto niya when you render the mixture? Mas dark siya, 'di ba? Mas dark. Kasi ito yung area na hindi tinatamaan ng ilaw. Ayun. So, at the same time, itong part na to sa taas, ito yung light area. Ayan. Okay. Mas malinaw ba? Mas yung drawing. So yung ball.
Yes po, sir.
Ayan. And ito yung ilaw dito sa area na to. Of course, pag tinamaan ito ng ilaw, mas mas light. Light yung yung application ng paint. And then dito sa area naman na to, since ito yung shadow, of course, dark ito kasi hindi ito natatamaan ng ilaw. And then yung bottom left din ng ball ay dark din. Okay? And then sa shadow, since we're applying the concept of light, we can also assume na yung shadow medyo nagiging lighter din siya as the light doesn't reach the area ng ball. So pwedeng pinaka-dark na side ito and then lighter side yung sa shadow. Okay. Nasusundan ba? Now kung nasundan, I'll let you apply yung concept ng coffee painting. Sige. So using your brush, you apply the mixture na. Okay? Can you do it na? yung gawin ninyo is you paint muna yung you paint the circle with light shade ng ng coffee. So ito even yung yung pag render. Ayan. Oops. Ayan. So ito even muna siya, di ba? Even pero light siya. Ngayon we render it with darker tone ng coffee. Okay? So again, yung area na hindi natatamaan ng ng ilaw masyado, yun yung dark. So you get the dark solution, dark coffee solution, and then i-apply nyo siya. And kung medyo kulang pa yung pagka-dark niya, you just apply more coffee solution. Yung coffee mixture, madali siyang mag-dry. Okay? So kung nasobrahan yung yung paglagay ninyo ng coffee solution sa papel, you just let it dry bago kayo mag-apply ng ng panibagong layer para maging mas dark yung yung pag-render niyo ng paint.
Sir,
Yes,
here's a
you can use
question.
hair dryer.
Okay, it's been answered.
Pwede nyo ring hipan. Ayan.
Everyone seems to enjoy the activity, sir.
Okay, so nakulayan na yung yung ball. Pero gawin nating mas seamless yung pagka-light nung ball. Now we apply the coffee solution dun sa shadow. So ito, of course, ito mas dark ito, 'di ba? Pero you can ensure na merong na nasa-separate yung subject from the background. Kasi yung shadow, it's considered as the background. So dapat makita rin na siya magkahiwalay para mas magkaroon ng depth. Yung shadow pwede ring pwede ring pa-fade yung yung magiging itsura niya. So dark yung yung right, pinaka right side niya, and then going to the left, medyo nagiging lighter siya.
How's your experience so far? Anyone? You may send your comments in the chat box, or you can open your cameras and microphones. Here's a comment from Mien. Yeah, it's messy. And from Marco, he enjoyed watching. And I can see many participants already doing advanced advanced artworks than what is taught.
Okay.
Yes, may drawing na sila,
That's
sir.
good. Medyo messy siya. Kaya dapat medyo nakaantaba yung pamunas or tissue, like what I did. Lang. If I have the brush na if I need to let the brush rest for a while, nakapatong siya sa tissue. Okay lang, no problem with if disturbing or hindi masyadong perfect yung ginagawa, kasi over time you can practice doing this. I think yung pinakaimportanteng key takeaway siguro ninyo dito sa activity natin is you know how to apply the coffee mixture, 'di ba? And you know the concept of light. Kasi yung coffee paint kasi sabi nga it's monochromatic, 'di ba? So isa lang yung tone niya. It's brown or sepia tone. So nagkakaroon ng mas nagkakaroon ng depth kapag nagiging dark yung pag-shade ninyo nung drawing ninyo. Okay? Ayun. Sige, so kung nasabayan ba? Ayun, hindi lang masyadong clear sa camera, pero what I did here is lang naman, applying the concept of light again. Itong part na to, ito yung pinaka-light na area. And then as the light strikes the ball palikod, nagiging dark siya. Okay? Kuha.
I'll be reading some of the comments pa. According to Don, hindi raw nag-soak yung coffee kasi bond paper yung gamit niya. Tapos ang sabi naman ni Christina is she loved the smell of coffee. Yes, we're the same. I love the smell of coffee, but I cannot handle large volumes of coffee, so I'll palpitate if I do.
Okay. Sige. So with the using yung coupon band, yung gawin mo na lang is you apply the coffee solution thinly. Okay? Ano lang, medyo manipis lang kasi nga manipis lang din yung coupon band. So definitely pag nasobrahan ng coffee solution, mabubutas talaga 'yan. Kaya be careful lang sa paggamit ng coupon band. Pero it's okay naman gumamit ng coupon band. Kung walang watercolor paper.
Here's a questions or a joke I can say. Sabi po ni Chimil Heart, wow, what a unique name. Pag magbebenta po ba ng coffee painting, mahal po ba ang presyo if gumamit ako ng kape sa Starbucks?
Pwede rin.
I think ikaw yung mamamahalan kasi gagamitin mo yung coffee sa Starbucks.
Well, actually depende sa value nung drawing mo. I mean, how do we give value dun sa drawing? Of course, if parang one of a kind yung drawing mo or yung painting mo, definitely mapepresyohan mo siya ng mahal. Yung material, it's also a factor sa pagpresyo, pero more than that is yung perceived value ng painting na ginawa mo. Of course, kung ito ay ma-appreciate talaga ng mga tao, and anong effort na in-exert mo to create that painting. Ayun. Ngayon, you can add sa drawing niyo, you can add background kung saan you apply thin coffee solution para ma-distinguish lang yung background, yung subject from the background.
I myself, sir, and everyone, I really enjoy watching you because I myself is not an artist when it comes to visual arts like this. And I'm really fascinated when I watch artists like you po on kung paano nyo ba naiisip yun sa utak nyo like that. Tapos kung paano nyo na-visualize because I myself cannot.
Yeah. Thank you for that comment. Ano lang naman, well, yung pagiging artist we all have our different techniques. So you can actually an artist in your own way, di ba?
Yeah, sana po matagpuan ko 'yan.
Okay. Sige.
Sabi naman
so
po, Marco, may joke na naman siya. Ayan, baka mag-sponsor na lang tayo ng Nescafe pag paint natin yung mga farmer ng coffee beans. Sabi po ni Marco.
Pwede rin. Sige, so if you're done with this, and para rin matulungan pa yung iba, dito sa exercise number 2, okay, so time check. I know we only have limited time. We're until 12 lang, no? So it's 11:11 sa watch ko. Yung next 9 minutes, we'll do more exercise about shading. So what we'll do, using the same paper, kung may space pa kayo diyan, you create different shades of coffee, sepia tones. So anong gagawin? You create lang different shades of coffee or sepia tone. So you dab your paintbrush dun sa coffee mixture, and then you start with darkest and then papuntang light. Kuha niyo yung concept natin. After this shading technique, to give you more idea kung paano ginagawa yung pag-shade. And para mas ma-exercise yung shading technique natin, I let you put different shades of sepia tone dito sa baba or sa space ng papel ninyo. So you start with the darkest, Yeah, it's a different technique pala. So, ano muna, lightest muna tuloy para as you go further, mag-add na lang kayo ng ng coffee mixture. So again, ito yung pinaka-light. Okay. Okay, so ito, yung ginawa ko is nagdab lang ako ng ng same color, same tone. So ito lahat itong mga light. Ngayon, yung purpose natin or yung goal natin with this exercise ay makuha natin yung iba-ibang shades ng coffee. So yeah, so from the lightest na color ng lightest tone ng coffee, you put some more coffee solution para makita niyo yung light from darkest to lightest. Okay? Again, just remember para maging dark yung coffee solution, more coffee, less water. And then pag lightest naman, less coffee, more water. Yan lang naman yung kailangan yung tandaan.
It seems that everyone can follow naman. May I see nga yung mga progress ng iba.
Yeah, yung iba nga nagpipaint na nga. Oh.
Ayan, si Patrick Abayon. Kung tama ang nakikita ko is that tinatry niya yung iba-ibang shades ng coffee.
Mm-hmm.
At si Brian Kyle Oliveros, parang pinipaint niya yung Big Ben ba kung tama ako. Tapos si Batong Alexandra, hindi ko gaanong makita but nakikita ko rin na nagpipaint na rin siya. Ano ba yan, Alexandra? Pwede mong explain kung ano yan habang nag-aal tayo sa chat box na lang. Hindi ko kasi makita masyado kasi nakapin si sir. Nakikita ko lang yung maliliit na images. Yung parang may pot na water bearer, parang Aquarius, ganon. Ayun naman si Daniel AB, tinatry niya rin yung iba-ibang shades ng coffee. Ang daming mga galing na artist dito. Si Adrian Paul R. Alvarez naman, what seems to... Tao siya. Tao ba yan? Tama ako? Sorry kung untrained yung eye ko. Ang galing. ang galing. Si Reyna po
mga
yan.
nag-advance na nga, oh.
Ayan, sir.
Sige.
Sir, talagang marami dito, sir, ng mga artist na. Si Glow France. Ano ba yan, Glow France? What I see is, yung ball kanina, yung sumusunod siya doon sa ating workshop na face.
Nice.
Yan si Pilar
I'll
naman.
give you last 1 minute to complete the itong exercise na ito, and then after that we'll do the yung mismong demo na ng pag-create ng ng artwork ninyo. Although marami nang nag-advance, no. So thank you for that. Para yung remaining time natin will be completing our artwork, yung pinaka masterpiece natin. So ito just to show lang and for the sake of everyone na na nasa practicing stage, no. So yun nga, I completed the ball, yung ball exercise, again using the technique ng using the lighting technique, 'di ba? Kung saan yung natatamaan ng ilaw, yun yung pinaka-light. And then, kung ano yung areas na hindi natatamaan ng ilaw, yun yung darkest. And then, yung sa baba niya, I tried different shades of coffee. So, from darkest to lightest. Ayun. So, this will help you na matansya yung pag-apply ng coffee. Kasi, well, to be honest, medyo mahirap din talaga yung paggamit ng coffee as a medium. Kasi, yung tansyahan yung pag-mix and paglagay ng ng coffee mixture. Ayun. Sige, nakasunod naman lahat. Ayun, may mga nagpipaint na ng maraming subjects. Okay, sige. So time check, it's 11:21. Ngayon, we go to the last exercise, which is the coffee painting mismo. So applying all those techniques, you choose your subject na ipipaint, and then you express yourself, diba? Whatever inspires you today na gusto yung i-drawing, and then you just apply yung konsepto ng pag-apply ng coffee paint or ng coffee as a paint mixture. Okay? Sige. So itong last na exercise natin, which is also a demo, you can definitely choose whatever subject na gusto niyo i-paint. And yun nga, looking at the at your videos, marami yung nagpi-paint na. So hopefully na na-apply yung binigay natin ng mga techniques. So siguro sir, we can spotlight na lang different works ng mga participants natin for now, while I'm also doing my demo.
Yes po, sir. Then I will provide the commentary.
Ayan. Yan kay Cristina Binalia. Ano bang ginagawa mo, Cristina? Ayan, si sana all. Sana all talaga. Sana all talaga. Ang galing mag-drawing. Pangarap ko rin niya na skill, kaso hindi talaga. Pinanganak talaga akong walang skill ng ganyan. Ang galing-galing ni Cristina.
But before pala yan, sir, again, as mentioned nga kanina, ano yung technique natin para gumawa ng margin na hindi gumagamit ng ruler? This one could be essential for artists na gustong magkaroon ng gustong gumawa ng artwork na hindi lalagpas yung kanilang gawa sa dun sa mismong frame nung papel. So what you can do para malagyan ng margin, kung wala kayong ruler, you just put yung tip nung finger ninyo dun sa edge nung papel. And then yung pencil, ilalapat niyo lang sa mismong papel. You can use pala two fingers. Diba? Ayan, ito. Ayan, ito yung magiging basehan niyo ng distance ng from the edge towards the yung margin ng papel niyo. So ito, you just make a line pababa. Hindi lang siya masyadong kita, but it's a straight line na pwedeng gawin using your finger lang and pencil. Ayan. So may may margins na yung papel na straight line yung ginawa. Ayan. Sige. So we continue our commentary, and then pag spotlight ng mga gawa ng ating mga participants. Sige po.
Ayan naman kay Miss Alexandra Batum, yung ginagawa niya kanina ay meron nagkakaroon ng details. Yeah, ayan na yung music. Pwede pong iba naman ang share natin. Ayan si Saint Ignatius talaga. Masyado ng detail yung nagawa niya for a short period of time. I envy people who can do that. Ayan naman sa Rosel Chelsea Gomez. What seems na ginagawa is nagpe-painting na rin siya. It's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's Superman. No, it's a bird talaga. Joke lang. Ayan. Si Patrick naman. Ano yung ginagawa mo, Patrick? Forgive my untrained eye. Kasi, naka-on yata yung blur background mo. May eye. Pagkatapos, ayan, naka-on kasi yung blur background mo, kaya hindi natin gaano nakikita. Si Mirna naman, kumusta na Mirna? How are you? Kumusta naman yung painting mo? Ayan, nagsisimula pa lang siya mag-painting, but later, I think gaganda talaga yan. Everyone, you may turn off your visual effects, yung kung gusto niyo ipakita ng maayos yung inyong mga photo kasi blur kasi siya. Si si Daniel AB. Ano yung ginagawa Daniel rather AB? Ano yung ginagawa mo? Forgive my untrained eye. Si Jesus ba yan? Hindi. Hindi si Jesus. Untrained talaga yung eye ko. Ang gagaling ng mga participants natin. At ayan naman si Brian Khalil. Kung tama ako, yun yung Big Ben. Babae daw. Babae daw yung ginagawa ni AB. At ayan naman si Adrian Paul. Ano nga yan? Sino nga yung dinodrawing mo? Yan si Reyna. Hindi ko alam kung saan siya kung saan yung yung reference na yan. Pero si Reyna daw yan.
Kasi ako, nag-workshop copy painting.
Oh, please turn off your microphones po if you will not speak necessary
Hindi
words
man
or
pati ko
relevant to
naka-prepare ng gamit
Hello
kasi
po.
nagising pa lang ko.
Kung sino man po yan, you may
Baka masugatan ka, ingat ka. Si ano kasi, si V, lagi siyang nasusugatan daw kapag
Hello po. If anyone who is, kung sino po yung nagsasalita, pwede pong pakimute yung microphone nyo. Ayan, sabi daw ni Adrian Paul sa Valorant daw. At si Mark Aris Yusef Adami naman ay si Maring Lenny. Yeah, laban Lenny. To our Vice President Lenny Robredo. Ayan. Ayan naman po yung ginagawa ni Thea Navarrete, which I can describe as a plant ba yan ginagawa mo? At hindi ko alam kung anong klaseng plant, pero plant yan, di ba? Tama ako.
Yes po.
Yes, plant daw. Anong klaseng plant ba yan, Thea? Ay naman kay Jean Kristine John Estrella, hindi natin nakikita kasi nakatalikod siya, pero ano yung ginagawa mo, Jean? Ano ba yan? Ayan, babae rin. Yeah. Kung tama ako, babae yan, if I'm not mistaken. Yes po, babae. Yeah, tama ako. Di ba? Nakikita ko naman. Even when I trained eye, naka-flash naman ngayon ang screen ni Miss Chemil Hart Declaro. Anong ginagawa mo na Miss Chemil? Nag-drawing, nagsisimula ka pa lang. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. We'll wait. How about the others po? Yung mga hindi pa natin na feature yung mga gawa nila. Nag-ulit daw si Miss Chemil. Wow, sana all my time na mag-ulit pa. Ako hindi ko yun magagawa. Baka 7 days ko yun gawin yung mga ginagawa nyo. Okay, may mga unstable connection daw. It's okay lang naman everyone. But try to try to participate pa rin even if you are experiencing some technical problems. Sir Paul, kung may mga tips pa po kayo sa ibang mga artist, you may suggest kung ano mga gusto mo pang ibigay sa kanilang tips. Ay sa mga maulan pala diyan ang kanilang mga weather ngayon, ang weather nila ngayon. Keep safe po and keep safe po and wag tayong palagi na tayong mag-pray para palagi tayong safe. Especially ngayon, maraming lindol-lindol. Take a sip of coffee pala kasi maulan. Sabi po ni Miss Cristina Binalya, she's using wet on wet technique for blending daw. I don't understand the term, but sabi niya po, she used wet on wet technique. To those who are just watching like me, you may also engage to our conversation. Sir, kung may sinasabi ka po, you may unmute po kasi nakamute ka po ngayon. Hindi ka po
Hello?
namin naririnig.
Hi, sorry.
Ayan sir, nakamute ka po sir kanina.
Nakamute talaga ako. Kanina pa.
May sinasabi ka
Sige.
sir kanina pa?
Yes. Yes.
Ay,
Kasi
sorry
yun
po.
nga, sabi ko, I'm looking at the later I'll be presenting din my work pero hindi pa ako totally nakapag-start. Pero yun, as I see yung iba-ibang artwork ng participants natin, there are a lot of techniques na in-employ sa kanilang mga gawa. So I just suggest na you keep it up kasi as an artist naman, you will be able to find your own technique as you develop your artwork. Ayun. Another thing, dun sa comment ni Miss Cristina na wet on wet technique for blending, maybe what she meant with this is that para makuha yung desired na na shade ng coffee paint, habang basa pa yung unang layer, dinadagdagan niya ng additional na coffee solution, mas maging dark and mas maging rich yung color nung kanyang pinipaint. So I think yun yung ibig niyang sabihin na kung paano mag-blend ng wet on wet technique. Ayun. In addition to these to those advice, yun ang unang question ng mga budding artists is ano yung subject na pwede niyong ipinta. So I just suggest na you just paint what you most feel like painting. So wala namang limitation ang ideas and the way we create things, no? So ang limitation lang natin is our imagination. So feel free to paint anything that you want. Another is you paint with your own strength, but you can also practice painting on a style you wish to master. So yung paggamit ng coffee as a medium to paint, it's just one among the many other techniques. So if you feel like painting using different pigments, like coming from mga natural ingredients or natural na materials, you may do so, 'di ba? Even in your own house or sa backyard niyo, pwede kayong gumawa ng art, ng painting using different pigments or colors. Another is paint what inspires you. Yan, you should be able to express your emotions, different kinds of emotions, happiness, sadness, joy, or excitement through painting. So yun naman yung pinaka-core why we paint and why we express ourselves, di ba? So through para maipakita natin yung emosyon natin. Another is painting is also a means of capturing the beauty of the environment you are in at a particular moment. So may mga nagdo-drawing kanina or ngayon, may mga nagdo-drawing ng iba-ibang subject, merong landscape, merong portrait, merong still life, Diba? So, yun, those are coming from your inspirations. So that's okay, diba? And lastly, it can also be a means of therapy. Definitely, it's a form of therapy kasi nare-release yung stress, diba? It's a stress reliever. In addition to that, kung coffee yung gamit mo, you will definitely smell something na aromatic, 'di ba? So you just practice this technique and all other techniques na pwede nyo pang explore whenever you are depressed or you are stressed out. So it will let you more comfortable, 'di ba? In whatever situation you are in. And then mas makakapag-isip kayo. Yun yung na-experience ko din eh when I create any form of art actually. Yun. Sige, I'll just be observing muna yung iba-ibang ginagawa. Ayun, another tips pa pala kasi kanina may nagtanong no if you are interested to sell your artwork, and if you see being an artist as a career, 'di ba? So maganda na na ma-document din yung mga gawa ninyo para in the long run makikita niyo yung progress niyo as an artist, kasi parang may glow up moments yung pagiging artist din eh. You're able to compare kung ano yung mga artwork na ginawa ninyo at first, and then kung ano yung mga present na artwork na ginagawa niyo na. And doon din makikita niyo yung consistency ng technique na ginagamit ninyo. Ayun. And maganda rin na you take photos of your painting. And yeah, this is important if you sell your painting, para kung gusto nyo na magkaroon ng sarili exhibit or ma-display kahit sa bahay lang yung mga paintings niyo, di ba? Maganda na nasusundan niyo yung progress. And yung kanina nga na nagtanong about if they're interested to sell, how do we factor in yung iba-ibang factors para mag-come up ng price for a painting. So yung painting, yung price ng painting depends on the materials na ginamit, yung technique and yung style, and with the trend nowadays or in the future. So depende rin sa kung ano yung bina-value ng society natin, di ba? Like kanina ngayon kanina may nagpi-paint ng image ni VP Lenny, di ba? So medyo medyo timely kasi about politics. Ayun. Pwede rin gumawa kayo ng painting na about K-pop, di ba? Since napapanahon yung K-pop, if you're able to sell that, you can definitely put a price, put a high price to that, kasi maraming mga followers yung mga K-pop groups. Ayun. And another is if you want to keep your original painting, you can sell reproductions or art prints based from your painting. So pwede rin na from your original artwork, and if you intend to sell yung original artwork ninyo, you can have them printed, diba? If you really value your work and you want it na ma-reproduce pa, pwede niyo siyang ipagawa into art prints, para pwede niyo pang mas magkaroon kayo ng mas ma-inspire pa kayo na gumawa pa. Ayun. Sige lang, comment lang. May nagtanong dito.
Yes, same thing lang daw po pa when it comes to digital art. Siguro po yan doon yun sa sa pricing ba.
sa pricing. Well, as far as I know, parang mas valuable ata yung yung mga traditional art. Kasi when you do digital art, 'di ba, in a way mas madali siyang gawin. Pero depende rin kasi as I said, depende sa technique, depende sa kung ano yung subject na ginawa ninyo, and kung napapanahon yung yung artwork, I mean yung subject, definitely you can put a price on it. Pero yun nga, medyo mahirap talaga mag-put ng value sa sa isang artwork or sa isang masterpiece. Ayun,
Tapos may tanong rin po, sir, may tanong rin po, sir, si Bea May Aguilar. Paano po ba ma-handle ang pasmadong kamay? I really like to try painting pero hindi nagiging detailed kasi pasmado po.
Ibig sabihin nanginginig ba or pinagpapawisan?
Yes po, parang yun po yung ibig sabihin.
Yeah, kaya tayo yung pinakaunang exercise natin is yung drawing, no? Just practice sketching. Not necessarily yung lines na pinagawa natin, yung OLS, not necessarily that one. For as long as pinapractice mo yung paggamit ng lapis and ng brush, eventually magiging stable yung pagpipinta mo. So yun lang yung for me yun yung pwedeng gawin para hindi siya yung tinatawag na hindi mangalawang yung kamay, parang ganoon. And of course after mo magpaint, you let your hands rest muna. Diba? Siyempre wag babasa. Wag basain. Okay?
Ayan. Marami ng mga artist dito yung malapit nang matapos sa kanilang mga artwork. Yun kanina kay Thea Navarrete, ang nakikita ko lang kanina is yung stem. Ngayon meron na siyang flower, may petals na, tapos nilalagyan niya na nung parang filling yung mga outline. Ayan sir, thank you daw po, sabi ni Miss Bea May Aguilar. Marami na ring natatapos na mga artist dito at marami ng mga details ang nailalagay. Kanina lang kay Brian Kyle. Kanina kay Brian Kyle, yung ginagawa niyang Big Ben ay mas masyado na ngayong detailed. Paganda na ng paganda yung gawa niya. Ayan. Detailed na yung gawa niya. At yung kay Daniel AB, yung babaeng kanyang dinodrawing kanina is mas nakikita na yung emphasis sa kanyang mukha, mayroon ng sa may cheekbones, yung sa may ilong niya, at yung buhok niya. Ayan. Tapos yung kaninang pinapagawa pala ni Sir, nagpagawa si Sir ng spear. Ngayon, gumawa rin pala na siya ng cube para ipakita yung kung paano pagkakaiba ng cube at ng spear. Yan kay Basilio Mirna Angelica, if I'm right. Ano yung ginagawa niya? Ngayon ang nakikita ko ay parang abstract shape na ano bang dyan? Pwedeng parang canyon, yung naiisip kong ginagawa niya dyan. Or kung hindi naman yung parang yung liquid na nagde-drip, yung naiisip kong ginagawa niya ngayon. Kay Daet Glow France naman, gumagawa siya ng may chalice, tapos chalice or goblet. Yeah, goblet pala yan. And grapes na nakalagay sa strainer. Kung anong tawag dyan sa may screen na yan. Yan, strainer yung tatawag ko dyan kasi yun yung alam ko. Pero yung ginagawa niya ay makikita mo yung metallic na touch doon sa kaniyang goblet. Ayan. Kay Adrian Paul R. Alvarez, yung tinatapos niya si Reyna, mas detailed na ngayon. Kanina yung kanina nakita ko nung nagsisimula pa lang siya, nung nagpapa-exercise si Sir, ngayon masyado ng maraming details. Nakita mo na rin yung damit, tapos meron siyang Yung, ano bang tawag doon sa nasa likod? Halo ba tawag dyan? Or glow? Hindi ko alam. Yung para yung nakikita rin natin sa mga santo. Ayan. Tapos kay Rico Elo naman. Okay. Guys, may we ask you if you can post your output sa Facebook tapos itag nyo ang adnoosa with the hashtag ACP and hashtag adnoosa. Can you do that for us? As long as as long as you are comfortable with your outputs and comfortable in sharing those outputs in the social media, you may post them and insert the hashtag ACP and hashtag adnoosa, which is available in our chat box. Thank you. And now we are going back to our commentary. Kay Vea May Aguilar naman, yung ginagawa niya ay trees, if I'm right. Ngayon naman kay Rico Elo, gumagawa rin siya ng parang what I can say is branches of trees tapos ginagawa niya ng more details pa. Tapos yung bilog doon, I assume that is moon or a sun. Yeah, or other heavenly bodies na kung ano naman yung dinedepict mo dyan. Ayun naman yung kay Mark Aris Youssef. Yung ginagawa niya ngayon is yung si VP Lenny, mas marami ng details ngayon. And again, if you are comfortable in sharing your outputs, you may post them sa Facebook and insert the hashtag ACP and hashtag adnoosa. And we will be proud na makita yung mga outputs niya sa social media. Si Jane Kristine ba? Kumusta na yung ginagawa mo, Jean? Jean Kristine Jan. JKJ. Kumusta na yung ginagawa mo ngayon? Ayan, meron na siyang mas maraming details and may tinitingnan siya sa taas na something. Ano ba yung stars? If forgive my untrained eye, pero kung stars yan, kung tama ako, ang galing-galing. I'm really amazed and I'm really amazed and glad that I am your host for this ACP event because nakakakita ako ng maraming mga artists and nabubusog yung mata ko sa artworks ninyo. Thank you for doing your best in participating in this workshop. And again, I will remind you again and again, please do not forget to post your outputs sa Facebook if you are comfortable with it naman. With the hashtag ACP and the hashtag adnoosa available in our group chat. Or rather, our Zoom chat. And I am looking sa mga ibang output ng mga iba pang participants. Ngayon, pwede bang pakipin yung kay Batong Alexandra? Ayan, yung water bearer niya, may puno na ngayon. Kanina 'di ba wala yung puno? Ang galing-galing ng paglalagay ng background, pagkatapos wala pa siyang mukha ngayon. Hindi ko alam kung lalagayan niya ng mukha o ganyan lang talaga siya. Ay, hindi niya daw lalagyan ng mukha. Talagang ganyan lang talaga siya. Ayan. Yan naman ngayon sa St. Ignatius na kanina lang mahahalata na talaga natin si St. Ignatius. Mas marami na ngayong details. Lalo na yung sa may sa may clothing niya and yung sa beard and sa hair. I'll say this again, but I really envy those who have the talent to do this. How about you, Don? Kumusta na yung ginagawa mo, Don? Don?
Actually, it's a mess. Nakakahiya nga mag-open ng camera tapos makikita ko yung
Pakita
gawa
mo
nila.
na.
Wag nga,
Ayos lang
nahihiya
yan.
ako. Pero in fairness-wise, parang naging therapy sa akin tong art session natin, yung coffee painting natin ngayon. To see na may mga mas better artists sa atin and kumbaga, it doesn't just give us the opportunity to learn more, and it give us also the opportunity to appreciate the talent of other people, especially yung mga kasama natin ngayon na kanina kaupo lang sila dyan for simula kaninang 10 a.m. Tapos ngayon, in a span of time, may mga output na sila na ganyan kagaganda, di ba? Like,
Yes.
wow.
Yes, yun talaga yung yun talaga yung
iba.
nagbibigay sa akin ng joy dito, appreciating art. 'Di ba may subject pa niyan ang mga ang college, ang mga college ng art appreciation. Tapos ngayon nakakita tayo on the spot kung paano yung mga artist nagdo-drawing or nagpe-painting, I mean. And that really makes me happy because as a person, I really enjoy art, and kung sa pagtingin ko lang ng mga artworks ninyo, it relieves my stress. Because I am more of an observant than a creator. So I am really glad that you are doing this na mag-participate kayo dito sa ating event. Hindi ko pa para nako-commentan yung si Pilar Liliosa. Anong ginagawa mo, Pilar? Ano ba yan? It's a woman, if I'm right. Pakatapos nai-imagine ko din si Dora. Pero sana hindi naman si Dora. Si Dora talaga nai-imagine ko. Because of my untrained eye. Ay guys, after the activity, after you are done with your outputs, if you are okay with sharing your outputs, we will take a group picture of us showing your outputs, flashing it to the camera. Is that okay with you? Yes naman. I know yes, because I know that you are really proud of your outputs. As much as I'm proud to be your host in this event. Sir Paul, hello po.
Hello.
May ilang
Yes.
minutes na lang po ba tayo para matapos yung mga output?
Okay. Time check. It's 11:55. I know we're ending at 12, no? So siguro at this point, siguro we could wrap up, no? Kasi for sure everyone is enjoying na yung pagpipinta. So ayun. Well, ako hindi ko pa nga tapos yung ginagawa kasi I've been looking at the different works of our participants. And I'm just truly amazed lang na with the limited time that we have, majority of the participants are able to have their own masterpieces. And mas maganda pa dun sa mga nakita ko, 'di ba? Ayun. Kaya I'm just amazed na very active yung grupo natin for this session.
Yes,
And
sir.
yan, siguro we could wrap this up if we're limited until 12 lang. So I just want to take the opportunity to thank everyone, and siguro if with the limited time na meron pa tayo, we could entertain more questions pa.
So, dahil nga po sa limited time, pwede na po natin yatang simulan ngayon yung open forum if ayos lang naman.
Yeah, sige po.
Oh, sige, sir. Ngayon, we may begin now on our open forum. Now, for our open forum, you may open your microphones or click the raise hand button first, and you can speak whatever question that you have in mind, or you may use the chat box or the YouTube comment section, and I will read them for you if you have questions or comments for the speaker, I mean. Meron ba tayong question sa YouTube channel ngayon?
Or any questions from our audience? Don, may tanong ka ba? Ay, ayan. May tanong pala si Miss Cristina Binalia. Sabi niya, ano po ang pinaka-best watercolor paper and type of brush? Again, ano po ang pinaka-best na watercolor paper and type of brush?
Well, as per my experience, wala naman best material. I mean, if you're referring to brands, I can't give a specific name ng brand. Pero syempre, kung mas mahal yung material, it could give quality outputs. But again, it depends on the creativity and ingenuity ninyo kung paano nyo mapupull off yung ideas na gusto nyong ipakita with your artwork, di ba? Yun nga, may maraming mga artists na na gumagamit ng iba-ibang material, not necessarily yung mga mahal or mga commercially available na materials, but they are able to create mga magagandang artworks. So it depends kung ano yung gagamitin nyo. With the brush naman, if gagawa kayo ng coffee paint, yung round na brush, ito yung pinaka sinasuggest kong gamitin kasi you can freely use this na kung anong klaseng stroke yung gagawin niyo. Ayun.
Or for another
Sige,
question,
may next
sir.
question pa.
Did that answer your question back, Christina? Okay naman po. Yes. Another question po is from Elijah Rohi Villegas. Ano po ang best king of coffee? Ano po ang best king of coffee paint with? Ano po ang best king of coffee to paint with? Like brown coffee, white coffee, etc. I mean,
okay.
If may specific brand po, ano yon? Ang sabi niya.
Oh. Okay. Okay, again, we're not after the brand kung coffee yung pag-uusapan, no? But of course, for coffee painting, yung pinaka-recommended na na gagamitin natin is yung dark, of course. Kasi yung white coffee at brown coffee mixture ng creamer at sugar, unless gusto mong ipakain sa langgam yung artwork mo, you may use that. Pero again, it should be the black coffee. Kasi with this you can play with the different shades. Ayun.
Okay po. With the limited time that we have, we will only entertain 2 more questions po. Kung tama po yung question from ayan na po. Last question na po itong kay Kathleen K. Thank you po for sending the question. Another question po is from Mark Aris. If ever nagkamali pong nakapadark yung part, dapat light lang, ano po ang pwedeng gawin? Again, if ever nagkamali po yung napadark yung part na dapat light lang, ano po ang pwedeng gawin?
The best way to correct it is mag-add ka ng tubig para maging light yung application ng coffee. Ngayon, kung hindi ka naman masyadong nagmamadali, you can let it muna dry. Ipa-dry mo muna siya kasi kung magpapatong ka ng tubig, baka ang mangyayari niyan is mabutas yung papel. So yeah, to answer your question, kung nasobrahan ng pagiging dark yung application mo, you let it dry first, then saka ka mag-apply ulit ng tubig para mag-lighten yung application.
And last 2 questions po. Sabi man po na Miss Kapagas, Sir, considering the coffee painting po, pa rin ba if may mix na acrylic, considered pa rin po ba na coffee painting if may mix na acrylic colors yung artwork? Yeah,
that can be classified as mixed media na. Kasi kung if you're
Okay.
referring to coffee painting, dapat pure coffee yung yung medium na ginamit. So kung iba-ibang medium yung gagamitin mo for an artwork, that's mixed media.
Okay, sir, that's all the questions po that we can entertain given our limited time. Given our limited time for the questions that are remaining not answered, we regret that we are not able to answer your questions, but we have to proceed because we are running out of time. Actually, we've already reached the maximum amount of time that we can give for the open forum. Now, sir, pwede na bang tapos na po ba yung yung binigay mong time para sa kanila to finish their artworks?
Yeah, I think enough na kasi majority naman na nakikita ko, halos kompleto na yung artwork nila.
Okay po. Now, guys, yung mga artwork niyo po, please wrap it up na po. Then we can take a picture of those na nakapiled na lang po dito sa Zoom para ma-flex naman natin kung anong mga ginawa natin, and so that you can share all your outputs to all the participants here. Please ready your camera and your outputs para maipakita natin and i-flash natin kung ano yung ginawa natin like this. Kung pwede naman, kung hindi yung mukha nyo, hindi covered nung ginawa nyo, much better. But please flash your works para makita po natin. And po yung sa technical team, pwede pong paki-ready na po yung ating screenshot and all. Ready na ba ang lahat, guys? Please ready na po. To the technical team po, please tell me if you're ready po sa pag-take ng picture. If kaya lang naman po mag-open ng camera, sige lang po, ayos lang naman po kung hindi kayo makapag-open ng camera. But if chances permit you, please open your camera and share your outputs that we are all proud of. Ready na po ba yung lahat?
Hello po. Okay, I'll be taking the screenshots po. Okay, first page po. 1, 2, ready na po. 1, 2, 3.
Yan. Isa pa Chloe, or tapos na yon?
Yes, I believe marami tayong participants today.
Also next
Let me
page.
just check it. Yes po. Maybe. Sandali lang po.
Okay po. Remain still po yung inyong mga Okay. Okay, Chloe, just tell me if you're ready.
So, hindi na-save yung una. I-try ulit po.
While we are waiting po for the screenshot, later po, if pwede magpaiwan yung may mga output na may mga nagawang output or yung mga comfortable na magpaiwan para makapag-take tayo picture with Sir Paul. Ayos lang po ba yun sa inyo? Yes. Mamaya po after the event, pagpaiwan po yung may mga output para makapag-take po tayo ng picture with Sir Paul para ma-flex naman natin yung mga ginawa natin. That's all. Please tell me, Chloe, if you're ready.
Okay, let's try that po again kasi nagkaroon po ng technical difficulties on my end. Okay.
Nagkaroon daw po ng technical difficulties on Chloe's end, but please, paki-flash po ulit yung mga gawa ninyo sa camera. Paki-flash na po. Teka lang. In a count of 1, 2, 3, please flash your outputs sa camera.
Okay. Is everyone ready na po? Okay.
When you're ready, 2,
2, 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Ayan. Sa next, huwag mo na pong galawin kasi first page done po yun. Sa second page po. Kasi marami po tayong participants, hindi po kakasya doon sa isang screen lang.
Okay. Next page. Ready na po kayo? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We're all good.
We're all good na daw po. And then, Sir Paul, do you have anything to say pa po?
So far, I'm good. Congratulations to everyone, diba? For actively participating and for pulling off yung kanya-kanya ninyong masterpiece. Again, don't be intimidated, no, kung merong mga artists na magagaling kasi again, eventually you'll be able to find your own identity as an artist. And our art is an expression of your emotions. Kaya you just let your emotions na i-express through this form of art. And then continue practicing yung ganitong form of art.
Okay, that's all about po, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Let's move on to the closing. Thank you everybody who participated in the open forum. I'd like to convey my heartfelt thanks to Sir Paul for generously sharing his time and artistry with us for this ACP workshop. I'm sure everyone had an amazing experience today in this fantastic workshop with Sir Paul. To show our gratitude to our resource speaker and his willingness to accept our invitation, we would like to present this certificate of appreciation. Now, let me read the citation to show our gratitude. I'm experiencing some technical problem. Yeah. To show our gratitude to our resource speaker and his willingness to accept our invitation, we would like to present the certificate of appreciation. The Office of Student Affairs, Ateneo de Naga University, presents this certificate of appreciation to Mr. Paul Andrusi Orpiada in grateful recognition of his expertise and service as resource speaker in the alternative class program. Kape tayo! Coffee Painting Workshop held on October 20, 2021. Given this 20th day of October 20, 2021 at the Ateneo de Naga University, City of Naga, Philippines. Signed by Mr. Rodolfo S.B. Vertus Jr., Director of Student Affairs, Ms. Janet B. Badong Badilla, Executive Director for Mission and Identity, Dr. Alfredo C. Fabay, Vice President for Higher Education, and Father Roberto E. An Rivera of the Society of Jesus, our University President. Thank you so much again for being part of this event, which would not be possible without you. To the participant of this ACP webinar, please do not forget to fill out the evaluation form to receive your certificate. We'll be flashing and forwarding the link here in the chat box. Please make sure that you are writing the correct information. Again, we are grateful for your participation and we hope to see you all in the future ACP webinars or workshop. Once again, my name is Castañeda. This ends the workshop. Kape tayo! Coffee Painting Workshop. Thank you for coming and enjoy the rest of the day. Ingat! And for those who are interested pala po to take a picture with Sir Paul, please remain po if you are comfortable to share your outputs po, and we will take a picture once again. Thank you, everyone.
Recording stopped.
Chloe, mag-i-screenshot tayo ulit para daw yung another round pa ng screenshot, yung may mga outputs kay sir.
Sure po.
The link is already available po sa chat box, yung para sa evaluation form. When you're ready po, please flash your outputs para po magkaroon pa tayo ng another picture. And please do not forget to share them in our Facebook with the hashtag #adnoosa and hashtag ACP.
Okay po. Okay. Sabi na lang po kayo if you're ready. Wise, I think ikaw na lang rin mag-facilitate nung...
Yes. Paki-flash na po yung inyong paki-flash na lang po ang inyong mga outputs. Pagkatapos po, in a count of 3, mag-screenshot na po yata si Chloe. Chloe, you count. At huwag pong kakalimutan to share your outputs to the official hashtag #adnoosa and hashtag ACP available in our chat box.
Okay. Gusto mag-face reveal. Smile po kayo dyan. I'll be counting up to 3 and then ayan po, kunin ko po yung picture. Okay? 1, 2, 3.
And another po, kung may isa pang page, huwag niyo muna pong ibababa.
Okay. Okay, another photo. Actually, isang page lang to na naka-open. For the participants who doesn't have an output but joined our session today, you may open your cam then so that you can join the photo. No?
Yes, you may open your cameras if you are comfortable and if chances permit you.
Okay. Have another photo po. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Once again, thank you for attending and participating to this workshop. We thank Mr. Paul Andrusi Orpiada. Thank you very much, Sir Paul, and all those who participated actively in this webinar. I am really glad that I am your host for this ACP session. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the day. Please do not forget to evaluate.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, everyone.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
And po sa team and kay Sir Paul, may isa pa po tayong picture para po sa ating event. Paiwan na lang po tayo. To the team po, please open your cameras para po makapag-take tayo ng picture kahit na virtual. Hey ma'am. Hi sir. Don, pakita mo na yung output mo, wala na sila. Bakit talaga ayaw mo?
Duman pa lang sa circle part. Sabi ko, hala, ano na nangyayari?
Yan, tell us, Chloe, if you're ready.
Okay, now. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Sige. Isa pa. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think we're all good na rin po.
Thank you po, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Sir Paul. Thank you, Don.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Sir Paul.
Thank you, Wise.
Thank you po.
Salamat
Congrats,
sa energy mo,
team.
Wise.
Thank
you, Sir
Paul. Congrats,
Thank you po. Thank you, ma'am.
Ulitin natin
Thank you
to.
po. Gagaling ng
Enjoy yun
participant.
nga po, sir.
Yeah. So that
Yes, sir.
means
Amazed ako, sir.
yung art workshop like this is possible kahit online.
Yeah.
Tapos, may sunod pang batch, ibang subject. Happy lunchtime!
Happy lunchtime, ma'am. Nag-extend lang po, ma'am, pero kayang-kaya pa rin.
Yes, very good, Wise.
Thank you po. Pwede na po, ma'am,
Ay-
mag-leave?
Yes po, I know gutom ka na.
Sige
Bye-bye!
po. Bye-bye. Thank you, everyone.
Chloe, pasanda lang sa akin sa Gbox yung mga screenshot.